Hey math students, this is just a tutorial video to go over the project that you'll be seeing in lesson 25 for Algebra 2A. This is a Desmos project, which just means that we are using the Desmos application to complete an activity, but it's still within the course. So this is what it's going to look like for you. Down below you can see that this is the Desmos classroom activity. This down below is what you will be completing, and I'll walk you through how to complete that here in 1 second. Now, something else to make note of is that once you are done with this activity, again, I'll walk you through that, we are completing the activity in an outside app. So we need to tell your teacher that, hey, I'm done with this on the outside app, go in and grade it. So to complete this project in your class, all you have to do is say, I have completed this project. So when you come up here to that submit button, you'll just type in, hey, I'm done, I have completed the project, and that's going to prompt your teacher to then go into that outside application and grade it. Obviously, your grade will be reflective on how you do in this project. So let's just jump into the project now. You're going to click join. You're going to be asked to sign in, and the benefit of signing in is that it saves your work for you, and it saves it to your name. So Sally gets credit for Sally's work, not Johnny's work. Go ahead and sign in with Google. That is the easiest way because we all have a Google account. That is what our school email is. So log in with Google, and once you have done that, this is what it's going to look like. So we can see that we have 17 slides. Not all slides are something for you to do. So for example, on this slide, is this just telling you what a radical equation is? So I'll walk you through the first few slides just to kind of give you an idea of what this project is and how to use the tools within this activity. So here we can see we have some tools of a pencil where we can write things. We have a connector tool. And then we also have math type where I can type in an equation. But according to these directions, we're going to draw a line from the operations to their inverses. So I'm going to use the line tool according to these directions. So I'm going to start at adding, and then here is where you would draw the line to its inverse operation, which is subtraction. So all of the work that you do, all of these lines, anything that you write on these slides will be saved for your teacher to view. Once you have completed this, done all of your lines across, then we can just click next, and again, the work is saved for you. Now here, we're reviewing how to solve equations, so we need to type in a solution. So here is where I can see that a little keyboard pops up. Keyboard down below, this is really nice where we might need to write in a function. Here, I don't need to type in a type of function because we all should know the answer to that guy. So I can just type in 2. But if I needed to say the answer was x squared, heads up, it is not the answer. But if it were, I can use this type down below to get that exponent. I can check my answers. So here I can tell how many answers I got correct or incorrect, which is a nice gauge to know, do you need to revisit any of your solutions here before you move to the next slide. So I'm going to move to the next slide. And then here we are asked to answer this question. What is the inverse that you would use to cancel the radical? So here again, we have a couple of different options that we can answer this. Of course, I can type in my answer here. I can just use my normal keyboard. If I need some math language within my answer, this is where I'd use my type math. Again, this is where it pops up down below. So maybe my answer has that square root in it, and I can just type in the square root of x, and then I'm going to use my arrow key to move over. So if you can see that cursor, before I moved over, see how that cursor is still underneath that square root? So anything that I type after that is still in the square root. If I want to move outside of the square root, I move my cursor out, and then now I can type in whatever I might need. I realize that some of us are better at spoken language than we are at typing, and some of us, myself included, absolutely hate typing math. So if you are one of those students and just prefer to speak about, use your voice on how you would answer this question, you can do that with an audio upload. So you would click here, we could click this guy, and it is going to record your audio so you can answer this question using your voice if that's how you prefer to do that. Once you have answered the question, you'll just click share with class and then click next. So again, we're answering a question using our keypad. It pops up down below so we can use math-specific symbols. Slide 6, again, same thing. We're answering the question. Lots of different ways to answer that question. You can use your audio again. You have your specific math tool down that you can use. Share with class. Click next. Same thing. Explain why you think these steps were different. So you can type out your response. You can audio record your response. You can upload an image as long as that image supports your explanation. Lots of different ways. I want to capture what is easiest for you. Okay, down below. So now I'm on slide 8. Here is where we're starting to solve for math. So I hope that I've now illustrated that we can use a keyboard and how it pops up with our math-specific language. We will be using that square root. So again, I just want to really highlight the square root function. We're always going to be typing underneath that square root function until I scroll over to move my cursor out of that square root. So that is the beginning of how to solve that problem. We got some multiple choice. Now we're practicing solving. So multiple choice, that's pretty self-explanatory. Again, a multiple choice. Again, show your work, use your work. You can type out your response, writing your response on how to do this, uploading that image. Write it out on a piece of paper, take a picture, upload that picture. You can explain your words. Step 1, I would do this. Step 2, I would blah, blah, blah. Or you can type out your responses. Whichever way best suits your style. And then we just start to repeat it. So I hope this is showing you how to use Desmos and complete this project. Once you have completed all of these slides, we'll say slide 17 is the very last one. We have completed it. We can see that there's no next button, and then we're done. We can just exit out. I will show you, there is a calculator here. We can just exit out. As I've said, you can see my name right here, so it's all being saved underneath my name. All of the work is being saved, so now I can come back to my project and I can submit my assignment saying, hey, I'm done. And then your teacher can see your work and grade it from there. So if you have any problems or issues with the Desmos project, just reach out. Thank you.